Hi everybody, it's a quick show and tell on a couple of knives. I've finished. I know these people have been waiting a long time, and I do really appreciate that. And, I'm sorry that you've got to wait so long for my work, because you know it just takes me so long to do them. I'm only building 2 or 3 knives a week, and especially the last 6 months been incredibly difficult with Mandy being unwell and off work, and at one point it was touch and go. I'm glad to say she's back at work now, but she's only going back on a limited basis. It's a bit of a nuisance actually, because the doctor's centre says she can only work for 1 hour a day, so I got to drive 5 miles that way and take it and then drop her off, and she goes into this building where she works, and then I've basically got her to hang around for an hour and then bring her back home, and so that's dead time in the morning when I could be working. And even worse, next week they've said she can go back for 2 hours, so next week she goes, I drive over there, drop her off, and again because of the to and fro, it's not worth me backwards and forwards just for that, so I'm again going to just hang around over there or do bits and pieces over there, and you know, and hopefully the week after that we'll be back to normal and she'll be back at work full time. But I'll tell you what it's been doing though for me. I built this machine here. It's absolutely magic. If you look on my Wiltshire Man channel, you'll see me flying it, because I've been getting this hour or 2 of downtime a day, and it's enabled me to go out and take a few videos, which is what I've been doing. I've been making the most of it. And also the weather's been so beautiful, but that's all going to change. Anyway, on to the knives, the meat of the subject. Peter Blatney, waited since January. Finally got it done for you, Peter. I do appreciate your patience. Knife's come out really nice. This is my own design of knife. It's the Jacklore Scout. I think it's an absolutely beautiful knife. Dimensions are just right from, you know, for the other knives are fine. These are the classic. It's basically a Woodlaw clone. But when you do something which is your own design, it's it just has more personal meaning to me, because it's a knife that I designed from scratch, and it was my idea. I love the Scout. This is it, Peter. This is your knife. Right hand belt carry sheath. The sort of scalloped western sort of style sheath for it. You've got the logo, dark stitching, and the knife itself. It's a superb knife. Oak scales. You've got the contouring, mosaic pins. You've got blue liners, 3mm stock, 3mm knife, nice accurate plunges, and a lovely equal tip, hardened to 59 HRC. Very happy with the fit and finish. There's your flats that side, and your flats on that side, all hand rubbed. So that's yours, Peter, and I hope it'll be everything that you want it to be, and you know, I'm happy to send that out to you. I'm very pleased with that. And the second knife is a classic that I built for Dean Broad. This is it, Dean. I might have to do another fire steel, because I didn't realise, rather silly of me, but I actually built it up in walnut, and it's an oak knife, so I'm going to have to redo the fire steel for you. But that's my fire steels now, so we have to change that. If you want the walnut fire steel, you're more than welcome to it though. So there you are, there's your knife. Again, we've got another belt carry sheath. I put red stitching in this one because the red stitching matches the red liners. I haven't got blue stitching for blue liners, unfortunately. So you've got red stitching there. belt carry sheath and logo on the sheath. Lovely, lovely sheath. There's the knife. The Jacklore Classic. You've got a tapered tang. Red liners. There's the pommel of the knife. There's the internal curves and radii all nicely cleaned up and nice and crisp. There's the wood that side and the mosaic pins. And the wood and the mosaics on that side. There's the hand rubbing on the flats. And again that side. Plunges. Tip. You can see that in the contrast there. Logo on the blade. I think that just about shows it all. So that's the two knives I finished this week for Peter and for Dean. I have stopped taking orders, but I still do get quite a lot of requests for people, and then not only just coming via direct email from a website, but they're coming from Instagram, they're coming from YouTube, they're coming from Facebook. So I must be doing something right. But I do apologise to you guys that are trying to place an order, but it's just physically impossible for me because I'm just a one-man band and I'm only a low, small level producer. I'm only producing 2 or 3 knives a week. And I can't see me being able to do more than that. Maybe I might be able to do 1 or 2 more as things go on and Monday's back to work properly, you know, and I can get a good get back in the workshop for the hours that I need to. But it's been difficult, especially the last 6 months with Mandy being unwell. But as I say, hopefully that's all going to change. But I decided that in the meantime I'm not going to take any orders. I want to just get the orders that I've got finished, and then I might just take a small number of orders, but that's not going to happen for several months. But I want to be largely free of the order book because, you know, I come down and I get these weird and wonderful orders, and it's been a bit of an education, you know, building people's orders, because I wouldn't have found out about this wood or that wood had it not been for the order book. So it's been a good thing to have the order book, but it's also a double-edged sword. It's also created a few problems for me, and one of the biggest problems is having to answer emails. And then the other problem is people want different things on their knives, and someone might want a tapered tang, someone might want mosaic pins, someone else might want Corby bolts or Loveless bolts, and the pin sizes, the holes are all drilled differently for them, and then you end up having a batch of knives, 4 or 5 knives with all different pinhole diameters and different things happening to them, and it can get a bit confusing at times. So I'd like to be able to just come down and go into my wood store over there and look at the piece of wood and think, oh, I've got that lovely block of wood, that will go great with a knife. And I could just go into the workshop and I could build that knife, and then I could build what I wanted to build and then just sell it on the website. That's my dream. That's what I want to do. But I know, being a realist, that I'm going to have some orders going, you know, so I'm always going to keep an order book. But I want to get the backlog of orders out of the way before I do that, and I'm only going to keep a small number of orders in the book. So if you are wanting a Jacklore, I'm not taking any orders, but you might find that I do occasionally sell one on the website. Failing that, just keep checking the website, and maybe in 3 or 4 months' time I'll put a notification up and I might take a dozen orders or half a dozen orders on at a time, and that's how I'm going to play it from now. But I do really thank you for supporting me. Without your support and interest in my work, you know, I wouldn't be making a living. So thank you very, very much. Anyway, I hope Peter and Dean like the knives there, and see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.